Good evening, City Council. My name is Mary Eng, and my mailing address is Box 852. I'm offering you a crime scene drawing. I'm kind of an artist, but not really as satisfactory as I would like. But I tried to explain in the crime scene drawing how it felt when the Meals on Wheels director slammed me down when he tricked his way into my home 2 years ago. And this is what it looked like when he was pinning me on the couch. I'm very lucky that the cushion of the couch was able to cradle my head, but the whiplash was so strong that it hurt my neck very much, and it might have been at risk of losing consciousness. I thought a picture says 1,000 words, and then this document with no title is a document that you'll see this sort of story. I composed it with a text or speech-to-text software where you talk and have a dictation. So some of it's a little rambling, but what it does is tries to relay the story of an elderly veteran who was excluded from Meals on Wheels because he found my case compelling, and he is a good person who, as a veteran, kind of carries the ideals of inclusion, equality, and civil rights with him. Then what I've given you at great cost over at LaserQuick, it was about $10 a packet. It's everything the Meals on Wheels director's lawyer was sending me to get me to drop my stalking order, which I did feel a larger amount of safety, but I felt a lot of exclusion from the community center and sadness about this. I really thank you for your civic leadership. I think one strategy is that if we can't get the Park District to do due diligence and prevent the ongoing acts of harassment and the discriminatory impact of sexual violence, perhaps you could revoke the contract for the city property. And I'm trying to ascend the bureaucracies of Northwest Senior and Disability Services. I left a message today for the deputy director. I've called as high as the top 5 in DHS. I've talked it over with a lot of friends. They don't want me to ramble or bore you with the details. The most pivotal thing for me is that when I was getting harassed as a Northwest and Senior Disability Services client by this program partner of Northwest Senior and Disability Services, by these legal filings, my heart was having an escalating pain. And if you do a little research on broken heart syndrome, it affects women more than men. It can involve really severe heart attack-like pain. And I got an EKG, and actually a Seaside cop told me in the hospital room that he has that kind of pain because of the trauma of putting his life on the line for our community. So I want you to know it hasn't been easy. I was here in 2015 filming Mary Blake handing over the job to Skylar Archibald. So that's on my YouTube channel at Mary Eng 1, and I was at the time advocating for the homeless. But what's kind of sad now is that I'm now advocating for George Carge's school teacher's 90-year-old mother who had this gesture, this offensive rolling your finger gesture behind her at Meals on Wheels.
30 seconds.
So Mrs. Hitchman is cooperating with an investigation on that. We hope the abuse can stop and the community can be included. I don't have all the answers, but I just want you to know that I care very deeply about senior safety and women's inclusion in the Park District. Thank you, and have a happy Thanksgiving.